Hey guys, how's it going? It's the King of Steve here, and I've been getting a couple of requests on how I make my backgrounds. I do usually give them away for free with my giveaway series that I just started, but some people, I guess, want to do them, make their own backgrounds themselves, or they're just like not patient enough to win the series thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should probably look it up if you want a free background. I do a video every week, but anyways, that's not the point. I need to make this quick because I don't usually do tutorials and I feel like I'm going to be stuttering a lot and it's going to take forever. So yeah, this is off the top of my head. So like I was saying, I might stutter a bit. But what you're going to want to do is go to Cinema 4D and open that up. If you don't have Cinema 4D, it's pretty much what you use to make the text. And you pretty much need it if you want 3D text. You can't make much 3D text in Photoshop, but if you don't have this and you really don't want to get it, then you could go ahead and use text in Photoshop, but I assure you it's not going to look anywhere near as good. But what you're going to want to do is go to open, and you don't have to do this, but this is a Lightroom, and a Lightroom pretty much just adds a little bit of light. You can just download them everywhere on the internet, but it adds some light to the text and it doesn't hurt to have, so I always use this. It's hardly noticeable though, so you don't really need it. And what you're going to want to do is go to MoGraph and MoText, make your text like I did. I'm just going to change it to King and move the depth up to about 60. So now it looks like this. You want to change the font obviously because this one looks really ugly. And this really cool one's called Ethnocentric. It looks like this. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller because that is huge. You want to try to make your text as small as possible, like with the least amount of letters as you can. It'll just look better. It looks really bad with a whole bunch of letters. But now that you did that, I'm going to do something that I've never really done before. Actually, first off, go to caps. Actually, we'll do that later. But I've never really done this before, but it looks super cool. Go to MoGraph, Effector, and Random, and you'll see your letters are all split up and stuff. Just move the strength down a little bit, maybe like 50 or something. And that's that. Go to parameter, rotation, and just mess around with it a little bit. This will just make it look a little bit more 3D. And I've never done it before, but I just learned it a few minutes ago and it looks awesome. So just rotate it around a little bit, then go on your random, go to MoText and click C, and that'll make it into an object that has all of your text, like King, and it's all split up. Then you can just delete your random and go to your MoText and kind of move your text around a little bit. You can see that the I and the N are kind of clashing together, so just move that, maybe rotate it up a little bit and make it like that. I'm not going to mess around with it too much because I just learned it and it'll probably take forever, but do something like this, just see what looks good for you. This looks fine to me because I haven't done this before. But now what you're going to want to do is press Control C, Control V to make a copy of it, and go to your first one, highlight all the letters, and go to caps and fillet cap and fillet cap. Change the radius down to about 1, and now just add a material. You can again get materials pretty much everywhere. There's this really cool one that I like, which is like kind of grainy texture thing. So add that on. Then go to your second MoText that you made, open it up, and highlight all your letters. Go to caps fillet and caps fillet. Move it up to move it down to about 2, and add another texture. You can add whatever you want. I'm just gonna add this light blue thing, this little neon blue. It looks pretty cool. But now go to your first MoText that's like gray looking, and just move it up a little bit so it's popping out just a little bit, like Yeah, that'll be fine. Just move it up like that and copy it. Well, copy and paste it, Control C, Control V, and go to this little boxy looking thing and go to Atom Array. Once you do that, just take your text that you just pasted and put it under, and it'll make it look really weird like that. Pretty much just to make this look more normal, move the cylinder radius and sphere radius to about 0.5 each. Actually, I need to make this pop out a little less, like that. But yeah, you do that Atom Array, it pretty much just adds a border to it. Now I'm going to be doing what I normally do in most of my text, since I don't have very many effects or plugins in this. This one you can do straight out of Cinema 4D. So go to MoGraph Effector Random, and then just edit some of the parts of it. Make the strength down to about 5. Make the parameter about 30 for the X, Y, and Z. And go to Deformation, and switch it to point. Now nothing will have happened right now, but what you're going to do is make a null object, then take all of your text and put it into the null, then take your random and also put that into the null. And what that does is it makes it like kind of a ripple-ish effect, like it's wrinkled. And something else that looks pretty cool in my opinion is with the Atom Array, it makes it look a little spiky or like shattered on the sides. This is a little bit too much on the G, so you can just go to the random and lower down the strength a little bit. But that's pretty much how I make the text. How long has this been going on? 7 minutes. So that's a little bit long, so I think I'm going to end the video off here on how you make the text. And pretty much if you want to render it out, if you don't know how to do that, just go to this little thing, go to render settings, save, then save it to where you want to. I'm just going to put this King test, make it a PNG, then you can go ahead and render it. That's just going to be it for the beginning. I'm just going to make a second part, which is going to have how to make the background, since this is taking a pretty long time and I don't want to bore you guys. But that's how I make the text. I don't think I have anything else to say. If I do, I'll say it in the next part. But that's pretty much it for the video. Remember to watch the second part, and I will see you guys soon.